Hello and welcome to the Opinion Corner. I'm here with Sam.
Hello.
And today we're going to be discussing about the future of gaming according to Sony. So according to Sony, we're only supposed to have digital instead of actual physical media. And we're also going to all be having VR headsets and everything. And apparently every console is going to be in 4K in 5 years.
Do they mean like they're gonna release another console that does 4K? Because I don't think their current ones are
their current ones can't do it, but they expect that to be in the PS5. Like they expect that to be very recent. Like pretty much like in 4, maybe 3 years, we're gonna have another system that has 4K and VR, and we're not gonna have controllers anymore. We're just gonna be sitting here with like our thumb up our asses and saying it feels so realistic, you know?
Well, you know. You mentioned they're already like starting plans for the PlayStation 5. It kind of shines some light on their customer support issues. They're dropping the customer support for the PS4 because they need everybody working on the PlayStation 5 right now.
I don't think they ever had really good customer support, like ever. I've never known anyone that had like a PS2 where they had to return it and they got it fixed. I think it was literally the stores that would just give you another one based on warranty. But I never think that they ever really had good customer support ever.
There wasn't like a repair service.
Yeah, I don't think there was much of a repair service. I think if you did do that, they would all get in arguments with you saying it's your fault and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
they didn't want to replace the parts.
Yeah, and there were models. There's always models for PlayStations that have defective models, but that's not the point. The thing that we're trying to do, the thing that we're trying to talk about right now is how they're trying to make everything digital. And there was also another thing where they said that they wanted to, at least the CEO of PlayStation, I think, Sony Computer Entertainment, or SCEA, yeah, of America. And they wanted to say that they want every company, everything that has to do with console gaming, to sort of combine each other and essentially get rid of the competition. And I think that's an extremely bad thing, because competition is what keeps people from being assholes to the customers.
Not only that, it keeps people innovating. I mean, right now, for instance, the PlayStation 4 is leading in the console market, and it's forcing Microsoft to go around and fix things.
Yeah, so they got backwards compatibility and everything, but since Sony's the big boss, they're just like, fuck that. We don't need that.
PlayStation Now, $15 a month.
Why don't you buy a PS3? You can go back. Like, remember when everyone was talking about how bad that one person that worked at Xbox was when they said to go and buy an Xbox 360? Apparently, suddenly now, when Sony tells everyone to, we're not doing backwards compatibility, just keep your fucking PS3s. What's wrong with you guys? I mean,
you guys had that, right?
You guys had that, right?
I don't think they understood. They have to understand, right?
No,
A
they
whole
understand.
bunch of people came from the 360 and the Wii
to
their console.
The thing is they understand. They don't have to try. They don't have to try to do all that
because they already have the market.
Because they already have the market. They have like what, 70% of the market now?
70 to 90% of the market in Europe or in the UK.
UK
is what I read.
It wasn't like that a while ago. I remember the launch of around the launch, everyone had Xbox Ones, and then it started going to PS4s.
The way I saw it, I don't think there was ever really a competition going there.
Really?
It was straight to the Sony side because of Microsoft had a gigantic slip up right out the gate.
Well, yeah,
they were gonna do what Sony's saying that they want to do.
The 2013 release of the Xbox, they just Microsoft came out, they slipped on a banana peel, and everyone laughed at them.
Yeah, pretty much. And yelled at them.
Yeah.
Why the fuck you'd leave a banana there?
Why are the staff that worked on the Xbox the only ones clapping? What the hell?
But basically what Microsoft was doing then with their Xbox One announcement, when they were talking about, they were treating physical games like Steam treats games, which is not that great. It's great for digital games
it's
on
great
your
for
PC.
Steam only.
Because those are pretty solitary experiences. With actual home consoles, people trade games, they trade them back, they sell them. If you have a 24-hour online check-in too, that's a whole nother thing. People don't always have internet.
Yeah, there's a difference between being having DRM on PC games, because PC games, you're always downloading a game. You're always expecting to have a Steam account to download games. It's not like Steam makes this specific console, which they are. They're making Steam boxes, which are most likely gonna be digital only. But the reason why
definitely are.
the reason why I'm okay with them being digital only, in a sense, I'm not gonna buy the fucking console because that's a stupid. I have a gaming PC, but the reason why I'm okay with that is because the Steam service itself is digital. It's the reason why they're making that console is for their service. It's not for anyone else to make anything specifically for that system.
Yeah, it's not even really Valve branded. It's not branded in that direction. It's branded as the Steam storefront, basically.
That's all it is, and that's why I'm okay with it to an extent. I wish Steam would just make a console that, you know, like if they did something like that had Steam with it, that'd be pretty cool. But I don't think they're really trying to get into that whole business. But like I don't agree with PlayStation and Xbox and Nintendo trying to go all digital. I've never heard anything from Nintendo, but I do know that I'm pretty certain that Xbox wants to go digital just as much as PlayStation does.
I don't think they want to anymore, because as soon as they jumped out there, they did a quick ass 360, ha ha ha. And Don Matrick left. Don Matrick was probably the biggest supporter of that. Now they have a new head of Xbox, and that guy seems to be wanting to keep physical games.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the only reason why people want to go digital is because they want to control their mediums.
They want to
be
able to keep more money from it.
Yeah, like they don't want people to go out and buy a game and say, "Oh, this is shitty. Let me go sell it to someone else for like $5." They don't want you to do that. They want you to keep it. You can't get a refund. I'm pretty sure if this went digital, PlayStation would not do refunds like how Steam is now.
They wouldn't. They would maximize their profits.
Or it would take a long time to do that.
There would probably be a hefty review process.
Yeah, it would be
your situation.
Yeah. Like if it didn't play on your something.
And the thing about that is, Sony, with their customer support very poorly done already, that's a lot of resources, and it's going to take a lot more resources in order to do those refunds, especially because they're going to do a review process of your specific situation. They don't even have the resources to run customer support.
Yeah. It's very odd. And why are they even planning for their next generation system, even though it came out a year and a half ago? Like, why are they trying to pull out, oh look, but the PS5 is coming out? Like, I understand people are talking about how things have to run at a certain frame rate, which I do not agree with. I don't agree with games having to run at a specific baseline resolution. The N64 ran at 240.
Resolution or frame rate.
Or frame rate.
As long as the game is fun.
Yeah, as long as the game's fun.
I don't really mind so much. I used to get a little upset about it, but not so much anymore. I feel like it takes a back seat. Is the game fun? Yeah. Okay, I'll keep playing it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, because a lot of people around my age have remembered things like the PlayStation and the N64, where things just slowed down. But the game was so fun that no one cared about that. Nowadays, it's always people counting polygons, pixels, and it doesn't matter anymore.
You say it's like a lot of people our age played those games. They did, but there's a lot of people our age and older that are saying, like, this is bullshit. It's only running at 59 frames a second.
But I am
so sick of this shit.
That's even worse in my opinion, because then you played games where it was just fucking 2 dots, and you're supposed to think that's a spaceship.
See, the thing is, we have, like with every console, there's an elitist group. There's like the PlayStation elitist, the Xbox elitist,
of course there is.
And then there's most certainly the PC master race, who a lot of times the PC master race, quote unquote, are people just making fun of things. But there's this little vitriolic community of the PC master race people that really just hate everything. They hate everything that has anything to do with a console dragging, quote unquote, dragging something down, which certainly it does that sometimes, but I mean you have a PC, dude. You can.
Consoles are turning into PCs anyways. Like, I don't see a difference between the Xbox One and Windows 8 start menu, in my opinion.
There's not.
There's not really much of a difference. They're all multitasking. It's not where you could turn it on, put the game in, it reads it, it plays it. It doesn't do that shit anymore. It updates for like 5 hours, and then it has to update the game, which takes another hour, and then you might as well be buying a console. But the reason why I have a modern console is because I hope that there's one day something that fucking fixes all this bullshit. Because I don't particularly like the fact that I have to update my console every 2 months. I'm sick of that. And if that happens because it's going digital only, and like I can only update and download games based off just of of a website that could possibly go down. PlayStation is extremely unreliable with PlayStation Network. PlayStation go down for maintenance recently?
That was recently. I don't recall the actual reason, but they did go down. I don't know if it was briefly, but it wasn't very. I don't think it was that extreme, but a lot of people were flipping their shit about it.
I mean, I didn't notice it, but I heard someone officially say that it's going down for maintenance again, and that's something that, like, this is the same company that wants to go digital. This is so, and
they have so many problems with it.
And there's a difference between Xbox and PlayStation. Xbox can possibly do it, and it would be like, all right, it fucking works. But Sony probably wouldn't have a reliable enough service for that.
That's because Microsoft is a software company.
I mean, but
say what you will about the hardware.